갑자기 내게 나타나준 너. 난 아무 말도 할 수가 없었지.
Hi everybody, welcome to the second half of my October wrap-up where we're going to talk about all the books I read that were smutty in October, or Smutathon. Most of the books I read, even that weren't for the Smutathon, were smutty, so. But, yes, if you didn't know, yesterday I put up my first half where I just talked about outside of the Smutathon. And I told you in that one altogether I read 27 books. 13 were for the just, you know, regular, not for the readathon, and 14 were for the readathon. I don't remember exactly what prompts they fit. I know that I got Dark, I know I got Enemies or Rivals, I know I got Paramoral, I know I think the first one I'm going to talk about might have taken place on Halloween. I know I read Reverse Harem, I know I read Monster, I know I read Red or Purple Cover, I know I read Vampire, a 2021 release, a Novel, a Shifter, I know I read a new to you author, Read in One Sit-In, Taboo, and Supernatural main character. The only one I didn't do was Alien. So I'm sure I got plenty of bingos, whatever you want to say. I just don't remember which ones fit which. So most of these were ebooks. So let's get started. The first one was Headless. That's the one with the pumpkin right there. This is by Avita Weiss. I forget how you say the first name. And this is just retelling of the Headless Horseman, and it was just 15 pages of sex. That's all it was. But the author said she's gonna write a bigger story of it. This is just like, just gives you a taste of what the book's gonna be about. And I gave it 3 stars. That was my lowest rating of the month. Everything else, like I said in the other video, were 4, 5, and 6s. So yeah. The next one I read, I actually read was there 2 of them in it? Yeah. I read The Reaper Incarnated by C.A. Reaney, something like that. And R.E. Bond. It's the one there with the hatchet, I guess. And this is about, she's a killer. I don't know really what to tell you. She's a killer, and she meets these guys. And yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. It's a good book. It's really dark. 4 stars. This one I'm thinking about changing it to 5 stars. It was like a 4.5, and I only gave it 4 on Goodreads, but I'm thinking about changing it to 5. And that is There Are No Saints by Sophia Lark. That's that one there with the guy and the girl. I know this one was yeah, I already said who it was by. Yeah, I think I'm going to change it to 5, so I'm going to do that now. Yeah. Because the more I think about the book, the more I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see how it's going to end. So yeah, about this, these 2 serial killers, and they have a rivalry going on. So it works for Enemies or Rivals. It works for Dark. I don't know if there's any red or purple on the cover. I don't know. I think it came out this year. Definitely a new to me author. Did I read it in one sitting? I think I read it in one sitting. So it's a lot. That one took off a lot of them. Like I said, it's their rivalry, and she's unfortunately, I forget their names, but the one guy, he's looking at her at this party, and the other guy thinks that he's like wanting her, you know, like, yeah. And it's really not that. It's not a spoiler because it happens right away. It's that she's dirty and stuff at this place, at this I think it's like a show or something. I'm trying to remember what it was. But she's like really dirty and stuff, and he doesn't like her actually. But the other guy thinks he does, and it's not a spoiler because it happens right away. He kidnaps her and for the other guy to find her. Because he's hoping the other guy will kill her, basically. And yeah, that's how it starts out. And then he gets obsessed with her. I really love her a lot. Like, she's got guts. She don't like take it. You know what I mean? So I really like that. Okay, the first physical book was Domesticated Beast by Only James. This is the third one in the Time Served series, right? Or is it the third one? I always forget. Yeah, this is the one that I accidentally got messed up with one of the other ones yesterday. Because one of the other ones I said it was that the guy was raped, but it's actually in this book that the guy was raped. Bowie and Javier. Bowie was the one that was raped, and the guy had it. The diplomatic immunity, however you say that word. And yeah, and they were trying to make it look like Bowie was the bad person, and Javier wants to protect him. And yeah, this one is definitely dark. Definitely dark. I would say monsters because humans could be monsters, right? A 2021 release. I think that's it. I don't think there's any enemies or rivals in here. So this will take some of the spots, but yeah, this is their romance too. And oh my gosh, I love Bowie and I loved Javier, but I gave it 5 stars because they're like one of the other books that I read by Only James. I wasn't feeling like them at first. I loved them both as characters. I just wasn't feeling their romance like their romance or anything at first. I was like, I don't know why they're so attracted to each other, but once that happened, I'm like, okay. So yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, Javier, I forget if it's Javier or Javier, but like I said, he's trying to protect him and also, but this is not a spoiler, he does something and it makes things worse for Bowie. So he really has to protect him. So yeah, it's really good. Dark, like I said. Oh my gosh, these two are hot together once they, get together. I like that she didn't he was raped and stuff. I like that she didn't push them right together with sex. I mean, they did other things, but the actual act, I like that she just didn't make it magically disappear, him being raped and stuff. It's off page, it's not on page, the rape, but it is talked about. So just to let you guys know. So 5 stars. Then I read the next one in The Reaper Incarnated, which is Hunting the Reaper. Gave it 4 stars. Really nothing more to tell you. It was just as good as The Reaper Incarnated. I love the characters. I love the main character, even though she's a killer. There's a lot of sex. It was steamy. Did I tell you what these ones would fit for? I can't remember. Definitely dark. Reverse harem. Let me see. I don't know if this came out in 2021. Maybe a 2021 release. A novel. A new to you author, because the first one would be new to me author. I definitely read it in one sitting. And I would say that's it. The next one I read, and I don't remember too much about it, but I did give it 4 stars, is Games We Played by Dana Isla, something like that. The one with this one. I think this is the one. Let me make sure that this is the one that I'm thinking of. But this is book 1. Yes, he's a faceless gamer. And his name's Jack. And then, what's her name? The girl's name? Quinlan. Quinlan is sent to interview him. And she agrees to give him one night where she'll do exactly what he says for that whole night. And oh my gosh, this was good. It was really hot. And woo, was it hot and steamy. Yeah, I really, really liked it. Like I said, I gave it 4 stars. Let's see, what would this one fit? Dark. It was definitely dark. This is first time ever reading a book by her. I don't know if it's a 2021 release, but it's a novel, I believe. Let me make sure it's a novel. Yeah, it was 90 pages. Like I said, a new to me author. Read in one sitting. I think that's it for that one. I'm trying to see if it tells you. Yes, it did come out this year, 2021, so it works for that as well. Okay, let me go back to where I was. And then I read the next these 3 books by Morticia, maybe, Knight. It was For the Love of a Boy, Now and Forever, and In the Name of the Father. All 3 books were 4 stars. It's just about this boy this guy that wants a son. Or, he wants to be a daddy. And he meets, what are their names? I'm so bad at remembering names, you guys. If I accidentally grabbed 2. I accidentally hit number 2. Okay, Malcolm is the older one, and he wants, like I said, someone he can be a daddy to. And he finds Seth. I love Seth so much. Like, oh my gosh, he is so, I just love him. I don't know what it is about him, but he just was like, yes, I like you. Like, but it was like he had a hard life. Yeah. I'm trying to read this for me. Yeah, and his parents disown him, kick him out of the house because he's gay. And he, like I said, he meets Malcolm, and then, yeah. But it is definitely dark. It's, I don't know if it's considered a novel. 200 pages, so probably not. But it's a new to me author, so it's at least dark, because there's some dark parts in it. It's not like overly dark, but it's dark enough. So I would say dark, new to me author, because the first book, of course, was the first time I ever read from the author. I don't know if it's considered taboo. Maybe. I know some of these are taboo. I just don't remember which one fits the taboo. But yeah, those all, like I said, gave 3 stars. And then I read the first 3 books in the, what is it called? The Dark 6, I think? Something like the Dark something. But it's by Christy Cunnings. Cunnings. 4 Psychos, 2 Kingdoms, and 3 Trials. This one I think is dark. I don't know if other people think it's dark, but it's definitely, to me, dark. It's paramoral, I guess, because she's a ghost. I think this is the one where she's a ghost, yeah. It's a reverse harem, because there's more than one person, I believe. Yeah. What else is it? I can't remember what else it would fit. A new to you author. Yeah. Which one is taboo? I know there was a couple that were taboo. But anyways, I gave, I think, okay, number 1 I gave 4 stars. Number 2 I gave 5 stars. And number 3 I gave 4 stars. And I'm trying to remember exactly what happened in this one. Because, like I said, I'm not good at remembering things. She's the ghost, right, I believe? Yeah. Like I was saying, she's a ghost, and it's a reverse harem, too. There's these guys that she sleeps with. In the first book, spoiler alert, I guess, there really isn't no sex. I mean, she watches at the beginning, it's not a spoiler, she watches all of the guys having sex. At first they can't see her, and then someone's trying to kill them, and she comes corporal, how do you say that word? Because of it. And yeah, she just trying to find out, like, why she's there, who she is, because she can't remember anything about who she is and stuff like that. And it's her and them, like, of course, having sex, because they start having sex in the second book a lot. And yeah, it's them having sex and trying to find out who she is, and some other stuff goes down. I did like them, but I don't know if I'm going to read the last book. I heard not so good things about the last book. So yeah, I don't know if I do decide to read it. It probably won't be until sometime next year. Like if I'm just bored one day and don't know what to read, then I will read this one. But yeah, I really liked it. And then we have, I think the last 2 that I'm going to talk about are both books that I have. Okay, let's do Gothicana by Runix. This one, 6 freaking stars. This was my surprise book. Like, my surprise book. Like, I did not think I was going to like this as much. I've heard so many people, like, say, it's good, but there was some stuff missing. So a lot of people gave it, like, 4 stars. But me, I thought it was perfect. I didn't think anything was missing. I thought it was good from the very beginning to the very end. There's a lot of sex in this book. It's fun. It's dark. He just gave me everything I wanted for the spooky season and for Halloween, and I just loved it. It's about this, like, strange, like, she goes to this strange house, well, not house, but like a school. She gets picked to go there, or whatever you want to say, and there's strange things going on. It's not a spoiler. There's people dying, and you don't know if they committed suicide or if they were killed. There's this, like, teacher, even though he's not too much older than her. I think she's, like, 21 or 22, and he's 27. So, it's not really taboo, but yet it is taboo at the same time to me. Because, you know, they're not supposed to get involved, and they do. Yeah, but it's just like, oh, gosh. I don't even know how to explain how much I love this book and how much it surprised me. Like, it was just so atmospheric. It had, like, spookiness, but it wasn't, like, crazy spooky. The sex was, like, ooh, wow, off the charts. Like, completely off the charts. Like, oh my gosh, was when they had the sex scenes, ooh, like, ooh. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but there's, I think it's the library. Is it the library where this sexy scene happens? Oh my gosh. There's a couple of spots in here that were, like, so freaking hot that I was, like, fanning myself. Yes, like, oh my gosh. Like, some people were complaining because it is kind of instant lovey, but there's a reason why it's instant lovey, and you'll find out later in the book. So that didn't bother me because of finding out why it wasn't as instant lovey as you would think. But I loved it. Like, oh my gosh, the girl could take care of her own. The guy was like, you know, trying to be like big and bad and acting like he's like, you know, like a bad person, like a bad guy. And please, he was like a kitten with her. Oh gosh, but I tell you, the smut in here was, like I said, off the freaking charts. Like, oh my gosh. Let me see, what would this cover? It would cover paramoral. At least to me, it felt like it was paramoral. It would be, what else would it cover? New to me author. I don't know when this was released. Was it this year? I don't even know. Yeah. New release for, 2021 release, I mean. Okay, let's go back on here again. So, paramoral. Well, no, I wouldn't say paramoral. I would say, well, people can be monsters, so I would say monster. To me, it kind of had a paramoral feel to it, but we won't. Just in case, I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to count it. But yeah, I will say it definitely, to me, is a monster. Like I was saying, 2021 release. Supernatural main character? No, I don't think there was any. No, there was no supernatural character. But it fit most of it. I know one of these, the one with the ghost is a supernatural character. The one that was with the ghost, so yeah. And the last one I read was the group book, which is A Lady of Rooks, Grave Manor by Catherine Moon. Oh my gosh! This book! This is another one I'm still debating if I'm going to change the rating to a 6. Like, I'm so tempted to raise it to a 6, but at the same time, I just feel like there might have been just a little something missing, but it was definitely a 5-star. It's about this lady that she gets a job, what is it called? Like, you know, like, where, like, kind of like a pleasure house or whatever you want to say, like, where you take care of clientele, but they're monsters. Yeah, this one, you talk about hot and steamy. Oh my gosh, almost every single chapter is sex. Sex, sex, sex. Like this girl, this girl, yeah. Her name is Esther. She loves sex. She loves it. She will definitely, yeah. And she likes to have it with more than one person at a time. And yeah, so you get some really steamy ass scenes in here. Like, oh my gosh. Like, woo, some of these scenes. There's this one, I'm not going to tell too much, but be excited for when you get to the part with the theater. Oh my gosh. The theater. Oh my freaking gosh. But this one is definitely, paramoral, reverse harem, because like I said, she's got like 5 or 6 guys. I'm trying to remember, 4, 5, 6, something like that. I can't remember. Like I said, monsters, red on the cover. There's a vampire in here. One of the guys that she is with, his name's Augusta. He's a vampire. Shifter, there's a shifter in here. A new to be author. And well, no, they're not the main characters, so yeah. But I know I have some that are supernatural, like I was saying. But this one, like I said, the smut is off the charts. Like, you're going to be really steamy and, like, fanning yourself because, oh my gosh, this was really good. I hope there's more. I think she said that there will be. I just don't know when, but I heard somebody was saying that they think, that they heard that it's going to be one of the people from the theater scene. And I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but somebody was saying, like, there's a main character. I mean, there's one of the characters in there. And they said it might be that person story. I'm not really sure. But yeah. I would say this one and Gothicana are my most surprising. And as well as There Are No Saints by Sophia Lark. Oh my gosh. That one was so good. Like, I want to know what's going to happen between the two guys because they're rivals, like I was saying. Yeah. Oh, also, I think For the Love of a Boy is taboo to me. So. But yeah, I loved it. So I had a really good Smutathon. Like, everything besides the one was 4, 5s, and 6s. And I read 14 books in a week. Like, I just had a good old time. Thank you so much, Riley Marie, and, why do I forget her name? And Lainey for hosting this. I cannot wait for the next one because, oh my gosh, I definitely need some recommendations for more smutty ones. If you know of any ones that are, like, that have a lot of this, like, this type of a book, or Gothicana feel to it, these two feels, let me know. And also, There Are No Saints. That one, like I said, yes, I love the uniqueness of it with the art and stuff. But that is it. If you participated, let me know what your favorite book was. What was your most surprising book? Yeah. Which author that you read would you like to read more from? Like I said, I would love to read. I'm thinking I would like to read more from Sophia Lark. Of course, like I said, Runex and Catherine Moon. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go because this is another long one. This is why I did it in 2 parts because I knew they were going to be, if I did them together, it'd be like over an hour. So, yes. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry there was no vlogs the last couple of days of this marathon, but something happened to my footage and I couldn't hear anything. So, yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I hope you guys all have a great day. And I'll talk to you in the next one. And you guys know, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. And if you do, hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video like this is up for your viewing pleasure. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Happy reading. Thanks for being awesome. And remember, if you're not feeling the book, DNF is your friend. Bye for now.